What is up, guys? This is your boy Superior Simmer. Today I have more information regarding The Sims 4. If you guys like news, updates, and discussions, please hit the sub button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Also remember to set your post notifications to personalized so you don't ever miss a video. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link with Into Gaming to bring you guys cheaper Sims packs. If you guys click the link in the description and type in Sims, you'll see a bunch of deals for The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. If you guys are planning on buying the Life and Death expansion pack, you will get it at a 28% discount. But please wait for more gameplay and reviews before you purchase. And of course, there are other expansion packs like Love Struck for Rank, Growing Together that are under like $20, which is like insane. Again, link in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the content. Okay, so today is patch day and there is a lot to cover. So starting off with Creative Sim, in my previous video, we were all wondering what this question mark was above the aspiration. This is a cause of death. One of the new features that they added is the cause of death that you can pick for your Sims. So you can choose that your Sim died by anger, and they'll change into their ghost form, and you'll see kind of like this, I guess, like, I don't know, anger emotion coming through them, because usually when they die by different stuff, they have like these special effects. So this is like the anger one, and depending on how your Sim dies, they do get different effects. So let's say they die by fire, your Sim now has a special ability where they can like basically create fires. And there is a special effect of like steam coming out, and you can even toggle the ghost overlay, so you can kind of see how your Sim looks. So maybe if you want to like change something, like, I don't know, make their nose like bigger or smaller, and then go back into the ghost, you'll see that it is different, which is cool. And of course, if you don't want to touch any of this ghost stuff and you just want your Sim to be a regular Sim, you can just exit this out, and then your Sims will revert back to their normal Sim form. But I think what makes this update really cool is the fact that you can pick different occult types. So originally when you made a Sim, you weren't able to take that pre-existing Sim and turn them into, like, let's say a werewolf or a spellcaster or alien. You'd have to go in game and then have them turn into a vampire, whether it's being bitten or, you know, they get transformed to a spellcaster by somebody else. But they have finally updated it to where you can have a pre-existing Sim turn into an occult. So as you can see here, this is his normal Sim form, but if we click his beast form, he turns into a werewolf, which is really cool. One thing to note, this is linked, so whatever changes you do to like the beast form or dark form for like vampires, it will change the Sim's normal form. So his head's like a little bit bigger, as you can see. But yeah, of course, if you unlink the forms, whatever you do to this form here won't affect the actual Sim. I'm gonna change him just a little bit. Probably go for something like this, and then change his eyes. And again, it's not changing his normal Sim form. So that is really, really good, because again, you make these perfect Sims. You want them to be like a vampire, a mermaid, or whatever, but you can't do it. Like, you have to go into game, which again takes a long time, a long process, very tedious stuff. And again, just remember to unlink it if you don't want your Sim's face to change, because I made the same mistake and his face became like really deformed. So yeah, really, really cool that you can do this. And again, you can choose this for any occult. So these are all the occults that are in the game that you can choose. They don't have plant Sims in this, because I guess plant Sims are not like a full occult. Aliens, okay, yeah, they're an occult, but they don't have like a, you know, skill tree like the other ones do. Also mermaids too. It's only vampires, werewolves, and spellcasters. And then obviously ghosts, you know, we're in the Life and Death expansion pack, so they'll have a full like skill tree. And again, like, even with the alien form, like, bro, you can tell this is him as a human and then him as an alien, which I thought was always difficult to kind of like make them look exactly alike. But obviously with this, we can now do that, which is really, really cool. And they also added this to dogs and cats as well. So if you make them into elders, you can choose the cause of death, so death by old age. So that means you can create ghost pets in Creative Sim, which wasn't a thing before. So yeah, this is honestly really cool. And this also applies to children as well. So if you are a kid, you can become a ghost. The only two types of death in this is death by drowning and death by fire. I had no idea there was ghost kids in this game, so that is pretty intense, but it is a thing. Of course, teenagers have always been able to die, so they'll be able to unlock any type of death. But yeah, it's interesting to know that like these are the only two ways a child can die in this game. So yeah, death by drowning and death by fire. Now, another thing that was updated in cast was the shoes. They added 10 base game shoes with a true black color swatch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find all of them, but these are some of the true black swatches. I'm assuming these are it because it's showing like new, and these have been here for a while. So yeah, I remember this only having 3. So yeah, this is definitely a new one. Again, you can tell like this one has like a blue tint, hard to see, but this definitely has like a blue tint, where this is the true black swatch, which is always nice. I know a lot of people have complained with like the hairstyles. It's not true black. It's like either gray or blue. We don't have like true black hair. So hopefully they can like, you know, update that one day. Again, I'm assuming it's these ones because there's like a yellow border around here. I don't think these shoes ever had a true black swatch. Again, the image will be on screen so you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, but just showing some of them in game. These are some of the true black swatches, which was really cool. That are some new gameplay that they've added in the base game, which is just insane when I'm reading this. So it says, upon the death of a marriage partner, 2 married Sims will no longer be married. They'll be widowed. So that originally wasn't in the game. Like your Sims was never like widowed or anything. That wasn't like a relationship thing. But they say, however, there is a new interaction that will allow them to ask to stay married so they can reinstate their marriage status, which is kind of cool to me that, like, you know, if the ghost Sim is going to try and find their way back to the living, don't just forget about me. Like, you know, we could still be married, which I think is kind of cool. And now again, a lot of stuff that we thought was coming in the Life and Death expansion pack are actually in the base game as well. So another thing that they've added is the Sims can now woohoo with Grim Reaper. So that's just a base game thing. Now they said they improved the ghost's behavior, such as reducing the frequency of ghosts breaking things and creating annoying ghost byproducts. And one of the examples they mentioned is like puddles. So ghosts will be just like leaving random puddles and stuff, which was weird. I remember the Grim Reaper used to do that too. Like he would leave like these random black puddles on the floor. I thought he like pissed himself. I was like, what is that, bro? That's kind of crazy. They also said they added a new outdoor picture and build mode called the Life Event Activity to help players find content for funerals, weddings, and more. So if we go by different rooms, you'll see there's a life event activity. So that wasn't here before. Like this was not here. And there's different stuff like, you know, different party stuff. Of course, if you have kits as well, you'll see that. So the party essential kit, you'll see stuff like that there. Which is really cool. Again, so you have stuff like for weddings and stuff, which is nice. And then we do have headstones as well. And this is from vampires, which is interesting. So there's that. Now, unfortunately, I can't test this one, but they said infant, toddler, child Sims taken by social workers go to a household menu and manage roles rather than being deleted. Yeah, I definitely did not know kids got deleted once they got taken away by social workers. That is insane. I'm glad they just go back into like managed roads. So I guess you could do like a storytelling of like another family they're playing with or something, adopting that kid from the last one. But yeah, it's good to know that they're not like just deleted and gone forever. Like what the hell? And they also did add a new bonfire object called the Fieldstone Bonfire Pit. I think this is the only bonfire that we have in base game. So at least we have, so if you don't have like the other packs and stuff, you at least have this, which is pretty cool. I could be wrong, but yeah. So this is a new bonfire, which is pretty cool. I don't play with bonfires that much unless like I'm throwing like parties and stuff, but yeah, that's such like a, I don't know, like get together era thing. But yeah, you can do all the bonfire stuff you can do and like get together. Do we have bonfires in Outdoor Retreat? I don't remember, but yeah, this is it. I'm pretty sure you can change like the color to like, I don't know, change like light blue, fits the family vibes. So yeah, we have a bonfire, which is nice, I guess. Now another thing that they've added is that you can put tombstones inside the house. So before, if you put a tombstone in the house, it would stay as a tombstone. It wouldn't be an urn, but you can choose whether or not you want to have an urn in the house or outside, and then a tombstone inside or out. So you have that option now, which is pretty cool. Now in the Life and Death expansion pack trailer, we saw that they can change the gravestone and urns. So that is an option that comes in the base game, but this is cross-pack compatible. So if you have Life and Death, you'll get those new ones that we saw in the trailer. Or if you have like Get to Work, you'll get like the alien gravestone, the one that looks like kind of crazy. And again, you can choose the style that you want for your Sims. So you don't have to be a normal Sim to have the Spellcaster gravestone. You can choose whatever type of gravestone urn you want for your Sim. And if you do own Island Living, your mermaids will now have a urn and a gravestone, which wasn't a thing before. So yeah, there's that. Now another new cool feature that's added in base game, Sims will react uniquely to other deaths based on traits and relationships. Experience everything from sobbing for a loved one, passing to retching at a stranger's death. I don't know what that retching part meant, but basically, like, if you don't know the Sim person, you'll see your Sim kind of like just on the phone or something, versus like if it's like your wife, brother, aunt, whatever, you're going to obviously cry and stuff and feel emotions. Or maybe they are your family member, but you just don't have a good relationship, so like, you know, your Sims will act differently. And I actually do have a mother in this household dying as we speak, and I have like the family coming to see her death, so just, you know, heat stroke, which is funny. And now everyone's just coming out to basically say their goodbyes. I can try and plead for her. You can yell at the Grim Reaper, which is kind of funny. But yeah, let's see if we can plead for her death. Don't know if it's gonna work, but we could try. But yeah, looking at their moodlets, all of them feel sad. Like they're all mourning. They all, you know, miss their mom, which makes sense. All right, we're gonna try and plead for her death. Let's see if he does it. Oh shit, he said no. That's crazy. So this guy truly lost his wife. Jennifer Martinez is truly gone after Pablo's ardent appeal fell on deaf ears. So now this is the thing that we saw in the trailer, but this is a base game thing. So it says Jennifer has passed away. Begin a new chapter of life by becoming a ghost. Exciting ghost powers await in the afterlife. Perhaps Jennifer has some unfinished business to attend to. You can also choose to relinquish control of Jennifer and allow her to stick around as a free roaming ghost. So in my video, I was like, oh, like we can be like a landless character. We don't have to be on a lot to play as ghosts. Now shout out to Penny Lane, because they said I don't think ghosts are going to be unfixed from lots. I think the free roaming ghost means NPC ghosts as opposed to the other one, which is playable. So yeah, you were right. I don't know why I was thinking like ghosts just don't have to be on a lot to like play as them, but yeah, that's basically what this option is. So yeah, it says become a free roaming ghost. It says become a ghostly presence around the household and in the world. They'll no longer be playables. And then we have remain as a playable ghost. So the sim will stay in the household and continue to be a playable as a ghostly presence in the current household. So we'll do a become a playable ghost. Kind of weird that we're playing as a ghost. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really play with ghost sims. But yeah, she is a ghost. Now, if we look at the relationship panel, like they said, they become a widow. So if we go here, we go open profile. So yeah, if we look at the relationship panel, it says sweethearts. And then if we go to widower, so that's new. They say few things are sadder than when spouses are separated by death. So that is insane. Again, they still have a relationship. They're still obviously like in love and stuff, but he's technically not married because she's dead. Right now it's an urn. So technically this should be a gravestone, but with the update, we don't have to, you know, be confined to just a gravestone. We can choose to be an urn. And these are all the other options we can choose from. So I will go with this, and then boom. So this is her gravestone. And you can put the gravestone in the house now. So if you want to have like a crazy indoor cemetery because like your sim's like a serial killer, you can basically do that now, which is pretty cool. Now, one of the new options to mention with the whole widowing stuff is like you can ask your, you know, ghost sim or the sim living to stay married, but he can't do it right now because he's sad over her death. And I'm pretty sure she has the same option too. And this is all in the relationship panel. Okay, wait, so I could be wrong. The ghost sim, I guess, can't ask the living sim to be like married. Only the living sim can, which is very interesting. And again, I know I'm like jumping around like crazy, but you can change obviously how the gravestone looks. So if you want to have, for example, a vampire you know, tombstone, you can do that. Or if you want to have it displayed as the alien one, which I didn't even know they had, you can do that as well. And then this is the new mermaid one, which is really cool. So yeah, we finally have one for mermaids, which is nice. This is the back of it. Or if you want them to just have an urn, again, we have some really cool designs for the urns as well. You can do that. So this is what it looks like in game. So yeah, and yeah, I would do the interaction for them to stay married, but he's just like way too sad. And I don't know if there's a cheat to like remove moolids. But yeah, this is all the in-game updates that they've shown. So again, pretty cool. Now looking at the patch notes here, it says DirectX 11 improved GPU detection on hybrid systems. We have addressed an issue affecting players with hybrid GPU laptops, where the game was defaulting to DirectX 9 on devices with NVIDIA and AMD graphics cards instead of the expected DirectX 11. Then it goes to bug fixes for console. It says cottage living, images for craft or cross-stitch objects on PlayStation are no longer in grayscale. For growing together, puzzles are no longer in black and white on PlayStation. Man, I'm really hoping these guys fix the console controls. I've still till this day have seen people complain about the console controls being so just messed up, man. There's been no communication on when that's going to be fixed. Bro, justice for console players, man. I really feel for you guys. I don't know what's going on with that stuff. It's really ridiculous, bro. Now it says for base games, the Sims will not eat spoiled food autonomously. Plants that have enough water will stop dying. Interactions will no longer jam and prevent progression through the interaction queue when caused by stuck chickens on the lot. Parent Sims will no longer get stuck standing idly in front of the crib when trying to interact with their sleeping baby. NPC Sims no longer enter the lot without knocking on doors. I've had that happen a couple times, which I thought was just like really bizarre. Skill books are now available at all libraries, not just the Willow Creek Library. Most recently interacted with sim will appear at the beginning of the relationship panel. Pizza delivery sim can now be tipped and interacted with after delivering pizza. That was weird. I was playing the other day and I ordered a pizza and I wanted to tip them and I couldn't even interact with them. It was so weird. I had to wait until the game was like, all right, let me get my money and go. So I'm glad they fixed that. Invisible nannies have their superpowers removed and will now remain visible. Sims will no longer incorrectly age up when adjusting game options. Stop the issues where held babies try to perform an interaction that requires an adult to put them down, but the adult can't, so it just spins in a loop. Textures will now apply on one tile gable roofs. Curved fences will now cast shadows. Small black shadows on lots and managed rows map can be removed by loading into the affected lot and exit to regenerate the thumbnail. Loose squares no longer observe in I don't even know what that means, of empty lot traits when saving the lot in build mode. Modified career outfit cheat now works for part-time careers. Male tank times are no longer reserved after selecting feminine fashion clothes for previous XDX assets. Morning blue will not appear when a stranger sim dies in front of the active sim. The mullet is only displayed if there are at least acquaintances. I think that's fair. Like, yeah, it's kind of sad this person died, but you don't know them, so I feel like it shouldn't like affect their sim so much. So I think that's fair. Like, I'm glad they updated that. Previous SDX ponytail textures no longer distort around pulled out ear shapes. Non-binary sims are now properly referred to as birthday sims during birthday party event. I can't even pronounce that. Gridon Goods NanoCan 2.0 is now tagged as off the grid. Fix an issue that could occur during the adopt child flow while off lot. So this is affecting multiple packs. Clear the situations where build mode objects and houses placed with moved objects on will appear in the sky. For city living, it says game failed to load error no longer triggers when to visit apartments with placed pools. Error code 123. Error code 13. Oh no. We're not doing that. City living festivals and other festivals now always appear properly in the calendar. NPC sims inside my Shino will no longer experience sudden unexpected weight gain. NPC sims bodies should only be susceptible to change if they're inside an active residential lot. For seasons, it says flower arrangements will look the same when placed from the library or the gallery. For island living, it says mere folks now have their own tombstone and urn. So yeah, we went over that. My wedding stories, island living canoe no longer gets water inside of it when navigating Tartosa world. For eco lifestyle, it says vertical gardens now count towards the freelance botanist aspiration. High school years, pack lunch boxes from inventory eaten by the teen sims during lunch hours. Rocks will respawn after a few hours after digging in the water towerway in Copperdale. We're going together, reduce clipping issues when child sims practicing riding bike near a building. Horse ranch, batter ranch product, mullet no longer observed upon harvesting excellent / magnificent, perfect quality plant. This is property owner will not be charged along with eviction settlement after tenant breaks lease. Event failed TNS no longer triggers after completing the tenant revo event by performing promised better conditions. Lot challenges and lot traits of a lot downloaded from gallery reflect correctly in game. When a tenant sim bulldozes a unit in a residential rental, the rent for the other hidden units won't reset to 0. The asset long tunic pants pairs properly with all nail assets. It says for love struck, it says the assets contrast orange has orange swatches. Vampires, infants will no longer teleport outside of the crib when resuming game right as the baby transitions to sleep. Realm of Magic, spellcast animations will run less frequently in Creative Sim. Werewolves, werewolf sims howl less frequently in Creative Sim. Turned werewolves no longer occasionally lack color on their nose. For Vintage Glamour, says glow bar drink platter now fits on an accent and coffee tables. Paranormal says lights no longer revert to auto mode in haunted houses. For Crystal Creations, it says the crystal chip will not become invisible or transparent and the crystals will be collectible. Inspired mullets from cleaning house now have a proper timer to prevent overriding other mullets and blocking related interactions. So yeah, this is everything that's covered in this big ass base game update. A lot of stuff they've changed and just, you know, made better. I really like the gameplay portion of this patch update because again, it just adds quality life changes. Now lastly, there are 2 new creator kits that are coming November 14th. They're made by Myshuno Sun and Trill Kike. I'm sorry if I'm saying their name wrong. I'm not familiar with who these CC creators are, but I know you guys will know because again, I don't use mods or custom content. I'm mostly a vanilla player. So yeah, summarizing all this information, it says, what's the difference between these creator kits and kits you've collaborated on with creators in the past? Which is a really good question. The Sims team says the Sims 4 creator kits mark the first time that a full collection of in-game assets have been crafted by a creator and officially published by the Sims development team. So I'm assuming that means the CC creators have full control over their kits, and EA is just publishing it through them. Like, that's all they're doing. They said this new type of official kit partners with creators from the custom content community to lead the creation and design of a new in-game content. Creators have the freedom to pitch kit themes and create items that speak to what they want to see in-game. This content will be distributed via official channels and available to all players, including simmers on console. Now, me personally, I hate kits. I think kits are a waste of money. But I can understand for someone who plays on console why you would purchase kits, because again, you guys don't have access to mods. But with these creator kits, that kind of changes, because now even console players will kind of have access to like CC, but it's like officially through EA, so you know what I mean, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really happy for console players. They said this approach will allow players to add even more variety to their game and console players to enjoy new content from creators previously limited to PC and Mac players. We know there may be some confusion between previous kits featuring community collaborations and this new process. Previous kits, like our most recent storybook nursery kit with 6 Sam, start with outreach to the potential collaborator, who then pitches their idea for the potential kit and then works with the Sims team to finalize the design and theme. The Sims team then creates the items in-game to bring the vision to life. We understand that not everyone may be familiar or interested in creating in-game items, so collaborative opportunities will continue to exist as an avenue to work with Simmers who may have exciting ideas that reflect communal interests, but may not have the technical ability to see these ideas realized on their own. So they basically asked like the CC creators, like response saying movies. I always fascinated by how sleepover parties were portrayed in movies. Endless hours of gossiping, dozens of teen magazines and skincare products scattered around the room, cute PJs and fluffy socks. I participated in sleepovers in my teen years, but never the scale these movies presented them. So I want to create a kit revolving around one of the main and my favorite focuses on teen slumber parties and the cozy, cute attire. So yeah, looking at the screenshots here, you see a bunch of like skincare products. You see kind of like the facial mask stuff that they have on their faces. And then you see them in their like, you know, pajamas. And then here we see the second screenshot. We see more of the outfits. I'm not a fan of like the colors, like the swatches, but I like the designs. Like the designs look really cool. I like the textures. Yeah, I like that the males have like the 2-piece. I'm more of a person that like neutral colors. I'm not really crazy into patterns personally, but it does look really cool. And again, it's nice to know that they are collaborating with CC creators to make this stuff. So with my shooting son, they respond saying, I love creating items with vibrant color palettes. When the Sims team reached out to me, I immediately envisioned a specific palette of vivid reds, mustardly yellows, and amethyst greens. I associate these vibrant shades with a mid-century design, which I consider a timeless style in interior designing. As both a player and creator, I am to craft items that blend seamlessly with the rest of the Sims 4 catalog. This project felt like an excellent opportunity to share my personal passion for color mid-century design with other players. The first time I designed was the vintage radio, my favorite piece in the kit. So yeah, this is obviously giving you like 90s sitcom vibes. I really like the carpet with the checkerboard. And of course, the radio too looks really nice. The fireplace, the neon sign, and the art in the back. And then we do have a second screenshot here with like different swatch colors. So yeah, they're definitely going for like vibrant, you know, just like positive colors. It's really cool to see that they're using CC creators to make this stuff. But yeah, comment down below how you guys feel about these creator kits and just the big patch overall. Now, lastly, there will be the official Life in Depth live stream that's going to be happening on the 24th. This is 2 p.m. EST my time. I am going to be live streaming that this Thursday coming, so I hope to see you guys there. And I will be live streaming the Life in Death expansion pack on this channel and other Sims packs. I'm going to be live streaming a lot more on this channel in general, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. Yeah, this is all the information for today. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy Superior Simmer. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay simming, and have a good day.